welcome to the Candid Athletic Training podcast.
We're back.
Chad, real quick, how long can you do a wall sit?
Right now?
Yep, right now. Go do it right now. I want to see how long you can do a wall sit. Give me your phone. I'll film it for everybody. We'll do a split screen.
Maybe tomorrow. I don't want to. No, maybe not.
You don't want to show off the quads this early in the podcast?
Quadzilla
Oh, God.
has left the building.
All right.
Maybe last year.
Hey, if you hear anybody yelling in the background, it's not to be worried about.
We're here at the Brew Fitness Studio in
It's just Savannah. She's
sunny
just
Milwaukee.
Yelling at somebody.
Savannah is here.
Making people stronger, making people fitter,
Yes.
getting those beach bods on.
Summer is right around the corner.
It is. Are you excited for it?
I'm so excited. I did my first workout today in months. And that's not a lie.
Said Savannah.
Savannah put me through the no. Well, when you haven't worked out for 6 months, everything is terrible. It's whatever. I felt good for about 15 minutes, and crashed and burned. And that's okay.
You're like, no, I still got it. Nope, I don't.
And somebody asked me how it went. I said, I deserve what I got, and I mean that.
Yeah.
It's actually the best part about working out is you can't hide. What you put in is what you get. It is what it is. So it's like my favorite thing.
I just pretend I know what I'm doing.
If I suck, I suck. It's my own fault. I can't blame anyone else. I can't blame the weights. I can't blame anything.
Man, you're so real.
Candid.
So
welcome to the show. If you're new,
welcome
to the live stream.
This
Please
is Candid
say hello.
Athletic Training. If you were looking for something else, just stay here because we're better.
Yeah. So.
And if you don't think we're very good, just don't tell anybody.
I'm guessing most people are here for the free stuff that we're giving away tonight, and hopefully they'll stay for the jokes.
Some free stuff.
Courtesy of our friends at Howie.
Ooh.
We're doing a joint, a collaboration, I think it's called. A giveaway.
I even saw a Bailey on the old podcast tonight.
Oh, Bailey's here.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone say hello to Bailey.
Hi, Bailey.
I do have the winner, but we're going to announce it at the end of the show. We call that a tease.
That would be a tease.
I mean, you have to stay and just check us out. So we have the winner. We're going to announce that at the end of the show. Yes, we love the hats. Thank you for those, Bailey.
Ooh.
Somebody.
Yeah, Dylan. Thanks for the. I like this hat. Sorry, Bailey. I don't like this hat as much as I like this hat.
Kevin,
this is my favorite.
Kevin, that was the first thing he said. He opened the package. I got back. He's like, I want this one. I said, you got it.
I'm going to wear a cool shirt later on next week, maybe the following week. I don't know. It's a nice shirt, though.
So thank you to Bailey and all the folks at Howie's.
Scott, I'll sell you this hat.
you are an entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. That's French for
that was
resource.
Sounding Canadian. Speaking of, hi, Tim.
Oh, hi, Tim.
I love that Tim's around. And Tim's not an athletic trainer. He's just a close personal friend. He was in the athletic department of the school that I work at for a long time.
What did he do? What was his position at said UWM?
He was a turd polisher. I think that was the official title.
Wow.
Sports information director.
Okay.
So he takes the bad stories and he puts the good spin on them. So I always say they are turd polishers.
Polishing those turds.
You know when you lose the game and you read the recap the next day on the website and it says so-and-so did really well for about 10 minutes? That's what they do.
And by the way, they lost the game.
Yeah. So Tim was one of the best turd polishers I know and just an all-around great dude.
Do you think if we called Tim, he would just come on the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there.
What time is it in Canadian?
Where is he? I mean, it's not like all of Canada has the same time.
I think he's 2 hours. He's 2 hours
behind.
He
can't be 2 hours ahead.
It's 8, so it's 6. I think Tim's at 6:03 right now.
What city is in? Do you know? It's okay if you don't.
He's in the Calgary area.
Calgary.
I don't know if he's specifically in Calgary or just outside, but
yeah, that's way west, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know who's gonna know that? It is probably Dylan. Dylan's probably gonna know where that is.
Probably. Mountain time, just 1 hour off. Thank you, Tim. 7:04.
Okay.
So yeah, you're here.
Time.
You're here for the Howie's giveaway. And just to let you know, Howie's and the Candid Athletic Training podcast are going to work together in the future. We're very excited.
And how good I look in this hat.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
So look forward to some more work with the Howie's.
What do we know about Howie's? They're a hockey tape company, huh?
hockey tape, and now they do all tape.
Are there athletic trainers in hockey?
Yeah, I think
Do
we
know
a couple.
Yeah, we know a couple. I think they are venturing into all tapes, huh? Trying to take over the tape world.
And if you're just listening to this and you're not on the live stream, so you're going to hear this a week later. But Bailey is she's in charge of the social media for Howie's, and she said, check out the Howie's Athletic Tape Instagram. They do giveaways every week.
Every week?
Every week.
What are they trying to do?
They're giving away the store.
How is that? That is not a good business model. How are you giving away free stuff all the time? That's not a good business model.
It's great.
That's not good. That's not good. So you're saying take advantage, right?
So check out Howie's on social media on Instagram.
Yeah, please do.
If you're not on Instagram, get on Instagram. It's 2021. It's okay.
Well, I mean,
it's each their own.
Some people need to like step away from the Instagram, you know?
All of the tape, she says. All of it.
What else? So, you know what?
It's still March.
Where are we? Where are we right now?
We're at the Brew Fitness Studio.
Oh, okay,
we talked about Savannah.
But who else do we need to thank?
Oh, we do need to thank the official sponsors of the Candid Athletic Training Podcast. Thank you.
Hit that button.
There we go. Our friends at Healthy Roster, www.healthyroster.com. They make one of the best EMRs out there.
Ooh, baby, they do.
So if you are looking for a new electronic medical records database, that's the first place you should look.
No, they're just good people.
Good people.
Just good people.
Yeah. So
they're athletic trainers. I mean, I know Dan's not, but he's got athletic trainers working in the office, making that EMR better and better every day.
You know, you should just follow them because maybe they're hiring.
Oh. Maybe you don't want to cover a sport all the time. Maybe you just want to influence what's going on in athletic trainers' worlds.
How much do you think you drink in a show?
Should we hire for this podcast? How much do I drink in this show? I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about my alcoholic dependencies.
I think I could go through about way too many of those.
Me too.
Yeah, we will. Maybe we will hire somebody. We need a producer, somebody to run this show. We need a producer. So when we're just making bank in like 2029, we're gonna hire somebody to help us out. We need all the help we can get.
Yeah, we do.
So if you want to work for us, just let us know
for free.
So do we have anybody that's new to the live stream here, or everybody?
No, we got some newbies.
Seasoned veteran.
We got some newbies. I didn't write them down, but we got some newbies.
Well, welcome.
I don't know. Maybe Bailey's a newbie.
Bailey, is this your first time on the show?
It might be your first time too. I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Checking out the Candid Athletic Training Podcast. Splash guards.
Splash guards.
Okay. Do we have anything for an intro, or do you want to just get into our show here?
No, I mean, other than all of our folks that we need to thank for helping us put all this stuff on, let's just get into a show.
All right, let's do it.
Almost forgot to turn on the volume.
Rick, I see you. I know you want. You already offered to work for us. with us, not for us.
Rick, sorry, but we don't need anybody to make us look bad while they're sitting here. We can't compete with your guns.
Chuck Norris, when Chuck Norris offers his services, man.
F you, Chuck Norris.
That's like, do you think subconsciously that's where we came up with the logo? Was Dodgeball Chuck Norris? Just put a little tape on
Rick
there.
Cox right there. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
You found it. You figured it out.
Whatever. It was fun. We talked about something silly.
We did.
We do have a fun show for you tonight. We have an update on the fictional athletic trainer bracket.
What?
We have.
I'll tell you what. I don't know which bracket is crazier, ours or the actual NCAA's bracket.
Yeah, the March is madness for sure.
It's madness.
If you're not watching college basketball, it is wow.
What else is March? I think it's like National Athletic Training Month.
National Athletic Training Month.
Speaking of National Athletic Training Month, what are we doing for National Athletic Training Month for the people that don't know? Is that our fat bracket?
Fats brackets. So the basketball tournament's not the only bracket out there.
No.
I just put this up. Zach says we need a candid thumb emoji.
Ooh.
I think we can make that happen.
I don't know how to make an emoji.
I think we have to pay for it, but that would be fun.
Oh, we need more sponsorships.
Yeah.
Bailey.
More members.
Wink, wink.
Yeah. So March, National Athletic Training Month. We are doing the Fictional Athletic Trainer Tournament. We now have our Final Four. Let's just start this show there.
Let's do it.
We are in the Final Four, and
shockingly
to no one, we have an all Marvel Final Four. I mean, Marvel just prints money these days.
They print fat brackets too, apparently. Let's talk about it. Who are the four? Vision and Thor.
Yep.
And then Wanda, Hawkeye.
Vision versus Thor. That's a 3 versus 4 matchup.
Correct.
And then the 2 1 seeds on the right side of the bracket are Wanda and Hawkeye.
Who's the? Oh, Ahsoka Tano. That's right.
Yeah. So what do you think here? So of those 4, who do you like the most?
I mean, I think Vision, and then for me, Hawkeye.
So you got Vision and Hawkeye going through.
Yeah, that would be my vote.
Wow. I would think the chalk right now is Vision and Wanda because it's most fresh in everyone's mind. I'm going to say that I agree with you. I think Vision, oh man, I don't know. Vision Thor is really like a coin flip to me.
Really?
But I do think Hawkeye should beat Wanda. The more I think about Wanda, the more I'm not convinced she is going to be a great athletic trainer. She'd be great in a battle.
Yes.
But as an athletic trainer,
she can do things with her mind.
She can lift. She can lift.
She can do this stuff. She's just a little too emotional for me. And I don't know if in WandaVision she changes that or not, but to me she's too
I don't want to spoil it for you.
Opposite ends of the spectrum, and then sometimes she's right here. And that's where she gets her power, is from being emotional to me. Now, Vision, that's why I like Vision over Thor, because
he's calculated, he's a machine,
he's the ultimate calm, cool, collected, but then also somehow extremely thoughtful. Mm-hmm. And then I feel like he's just always gonna have the right thing to say. He's always gonna just have that one thing that you need to say to your athlete at that time to kind of get him to calm down. He's gonna say it, and it's gonna be in a calm way. It's gonna be just direct. It's gonna be. I don't know. I like it. And then Hawkeye, to me, he is this behind the scenes leader of the Avengers. I think he makes the little cog of the Avengers go.
Yeah, he is the dad.
Yeah.
He's the dad. He's kind of the oversee. He's going to rally. He's going to take some of the emotion out of it.
Yep.
And he's going to.
In fact,
he's going to be the wise, the words of wisdom.
In fact, he's the one that in Age of Ultron is the one that's guiding Wanda to be a more powerful, good superhero. Right?
Yeah. When I think about Wanda, I keep going back to Civil War, the beginning of Civil War, when Captain America, I'm forgetting his name.
Yeah,
the guy was going to blow up Captain America. He stops it, and she throws it into the building, and she injured some people.
Yep.
Unintentional.
Yes.
However, she did hurt some people, and then she didn't handle it great. Afterwards, she kind of backed off. She kind of doubted herself for a while until who talked her through it?
Exactly.
Our friend Hawkeye.
So that's the second time. That's the second time he had to talk her off a ledge.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Vision.
Age of Ultron and Civil War, yeah. So I know we talked about it in the episode when we talked about Hawkeye. He's just got some sneaky qualities.
Yeah.
The arrows might be fun.
I mean, if you take out that whole aspect of him
getting
going
brainwashed,
off and killing everybody, well, I mean, the brainwashing thing is the brainwashing thing.
I guess that's his drawback.
Yeah, that's his drawback.
Athletic trainers can get brainwashed too.
Oh, I'm sure they can.
By coaches, maybe by
using ice for things.
By the Society of Icers.
By thinking they're not better than other health professionals at handling situations that other health professionals think that they can't handle.
Hold that thought.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I do agree with you. Thor to me is the wild card here.
He can be.
I think Thor's going to be a better strength conditioning coach than athletic trainer. But
he's definitely motivating that way.
Yeah. I think he just, I would just see him more in the strength conditioning role than athletic training role. So
what you're saying,
I'm going to agree with you. Vision in my bracket, I would have Dembe in front of all. And we got an email. Somebody specifically emailed us saying that I'm right.
No.
Did you write it down?
I'll find it.
You'll find it. But anyways, I'll agree with you, Vision and Hawkeye in my finals. And if that's the case, who are you choosing in that matchup, Kevin?
Oh, it was Thomas Silberberger. Silberberger. He's got a long name.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently his wife had Dembe in like the Final Four with Mike from
Breaking Bad,
which I think actually, or in the championship,
the Cleaners.
Pretty good matchup in the championship.
I know. Who would you choose between those two?
Dembe. Dembe's got he's got this warm kind of side to him.
Yeah, but Mike had a kid and he went home and he was just like normal dude.
That's true.
But I still go Dembe.
I still go Dembe. Dembe knows 43 languages too.
Really?
He knows 7.
Holy cow. Okay, so Vision and
By
Hawkeye.
The way, I'm completely caught
Vision?
up on Breaking Bad.
Blacklist.
Blacklist.
You saw last week's?
Yeah.
I did not even see.
At least online. I mean, I didn't. I don't know
okay.
if they're that behind on the NBC.com app.
Well, it depends on if you watched it since Friday.
Oh.
They come out on Fridays.
Well, there wasn't a new episode out.
I'll tell you.
Okay, it was episode 10. Season 8, episode 10 is the last one I saw.
Okay, so you might be there.
Yeah.
So Vision, Hawkeye, who you got?
So championship?
Yeah, I'm just because a week from tonight we're gonna crown the winner.
Yeah, I know, but we could debate it that night. But if Vision Hawkeye, I still have to go Hawkeye.
I'm going Hawkeye too
because he's a human.
Intangibles. There's got to be a human element to it.
I mean, it just is. Sometimes Vision can't handle a situation because he's a robot.
Yeah. All right. Oh, there it was. Anyways. Okay. So Marvel, they've just owned March. And I think Nate said it. I want to scroll back here. Tim agrees. Dembe got hosed. Let's put Tim. Yep, let's put up there. I think Nate, if we go scroll back, Nate said, subconsciously, it means that athletic trainers all think they're superheroes. I don't disagree with that.
That is actually a great point. And why do you think we talk about superheroes all the time? I actually think just humans think they're superheroes.
Scott said Vision is Marvel Superman. Sorta.
A little bit.
Nate, the odds of the first fat segment following the bracket being Falcon versus Winter Soldier is pretty effing high. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be the new hotness, and why not? And we'll just we'll crown our champion for next year right away. So, yeah.
We're going to put them as a 116 matchup for next year.
Yeah. Scott did something. Everyone's congratulating Scott. Oh, he helped COVID test for Frozen 4.
Way to go, Scott.
Oh, that's cool.
Frozen
for
4,
hockey.
Huh?
Yeah. Ooh. Scott, who's in the Frozen 4 right now?
Yeah, let us know. And
thank you for helping with the COVID tests.
Appreciate
that's cool.
Was it a bubble? I wonder if it was a bubble for the Frozen 4.
Yeah, where?
Yeah. Is the Frozen 4 always in the same place?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Where's our hockey?
I feel like I should know more about hockey.
Yeah, being a Wisconsinite, I feel like we should.
Not really. I mean, well, hockey's not that big here. University of Wisconsin is usually a pretty good hockey school, but it's really not that big in this state. Not compared to Minnesota, not compared to Michigan. It's really not. Did you figure out Blacklist yet?
Yeah. What's the date today? No, there was no new episode last week.
22nd.
So the last one was Dr. Lakin Perillos.
Yes. So I am up to date, folks. Just to let everybody know, I have powered through one of the two.
Yep.
What do you got?
That's it.
All right.
For fat bracket.
That's the fat.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think so. When does this round end? When's the ending of the survey?
It is we put it up on the 20th, the 24th.
So 24th.
So if you're on the live stream, you have until the 24th, and then we're going to do the championship from the 25th until next week, Monday. So if you're listening to this on the 29th, you have today to vote on the champion.
So next Monday, we are going to announce the champion.
And then what we should do for fun is take this champion versus last year's champion and just debate that maybe.
Okay, sure. You got it. Who was last year's?
It was your man.
Who was it?
It was Mac.
I have
Angus
MacGyver. Yeah. And then we should debate whoever wins the overall championship versus Nate. Who would be the better athletic trainer between Nate and who wins this year?
Between Nate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. I get you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's just time to bag on Nate.
Yeah.
That's
we
all
can do that.
Yeah.
Rotating Frozen Four. The Wisconsin women won the NCAA Women's Hockey Championship. That's kind of cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You would think people in Wisconsin be talking about it.
You would think. Had no clue.
I know they were really good.
Selection show was last night, Tim says. So it's about to happen.
All right.
Fun. All right. So where are we going from here, Captain?
Top 5.
Top 5. Speaking of Frozen. Kevin.
Yep.
We asked 100 athletic trainers, what is the ideal temperature in the athletic training room?
All right. This is going to be interesting. 68 degrees Fahrenheit.
Mm-hmm.
All these are Fahrenheit, by the way.
Okay.
67.
We did get one answer in Celsius. We got 1 Celsius. I think that was Tim.
Jesus, Tim.
I doubt it was Tim, but
God.
I can factor that in real quick because I had to Google it.
63 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to go 78 degrees Fahrenheit. And then last but not least,
wow, 78.
69.
Because of dirty minds and stuff.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Because who wouldn't want to every time look at over that thermostat and it says 69 and you're like,
yes, it is.
69.
What do you set your house at? Just kidding.
Oh my God. I don't
what
get,
do you think,
I don't
what do you
get
think
control over it.
What do you think your landlord sets?
Jesus Christ. Sometimes it feels like 94 degrees.
It's set at
It depends on if you're home.
Yeah. It's set at 70.
70, which means.
And right now, I think we're turning it off. It's off now.
Okay.
So whatever the temperature is going to be outside, I personally would like it at 68.
Yes.
The wife prefers 70, so
yes,
it's set at 70.
Yeah. And
then just due to the nature of how the house is set up, it's like 70 plus 40 where you live.
It's true. Which my significant other doesn't care. She's like,
she appreciates
this is just
it.
wonderful.
It's like you're on a beach.
I am sweating. Like, can we just open a window? Wait.
Yeah. Fuckers.
Who the hell built this house?
All right, we get a lot of 68s on the live stream here.
I'm sure.
What's up, Matthew Jordan? Thank you for showing up. Okay. In 5th place with 9 responses.
69.
72 degrees.
72?
Steamy. Well, you said 78 for something.
I know. I was just
You were kidding?
around.
Okay.
Yeah.
In 4th place with 11 responses, 11 people said 65 degrees.
Those are my 11 people. I like those people.
I can get down with 65.
In an athletic training room, I like those people.
Yeah. We had a tie for 2nd place. Oh, Bill's cold on the live stream here. He went 64 so far. It's like a reverse auction. You just try and go lower and lower and lower. Do I hear 63? Anyone for 63? We had a tie for 2nd place, 19 responses apiece for 70 degrees and 69 degrees.
69.
So, and there was a lot of winks in there, yeah.
Wink.
In 1st place, 28 responses No surprise here, 68 degrees. Actually, I have to make that 29 because that's what the 20 degrees Celsius is. So it's actually 29 people said 68
20
degrees.
degrees Celsius is 68 degrees.
Yep.
I got to remember that.
It's like 34 plus 3 times whatever. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
It's 30. It's 32 plus like 9
fifths.
9 fifths.
Yeah, 9 fifths of whatever the number is.
Jesus Christ.
Because
why can't we just all use the same crap?
Yeah, we screwed it all up.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So stupid.
So yeah. Not a wide range here.
No.
So I mean, in the top 5, we went from 65 to 72. Pretty standard.
You know what? I'm liking that 65 snuck in there.
Yeah. So we had.
Do we have any outliers?
Not really.
Yeah,
I think the warmest was honestly 74.
Man.
The coldest was 63.
Oh.
63 was the coldest. So it's not as fun a top 5 as I thought it might turn out to be, but everyone's pretty consistent. So would you rather have it too hot or too cold in your athletic training room?
I mean, technically, I just me personally, I'd rather have it too cold.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a case for there being a therapeutic side of it being a little too warm, but at the same time, once you get bodies moving in there, and whose athletic training room isn't overcrowded sometimes? Like, I mean, if your overcrowded athletic training room is 72 degrees, it's now all of a sudden 79 degrees in there. So,
yeah. And you can't, I mean, it's tough to.
And I think there's a lot of athletic training rooms that are also rehab rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a tough, combination there. I mean, rehab generally for a lot of us is not like sweat your butt off, like get hot for rehab. For some people, it really is. I mean, there's this workout mentality of it. And in those rooms, I mean, if it's 70 degrees, your patients, your athletes are going to freaking get overheated very quickly. So you got to keep it cooler.
Yeah. And every single person on the live stream here has said they'd rather have it too cold than too hot. I can't disagree. It's.
Oh, man. I can't stand being.
If it's too warm, I'm taking layers off, and you can only go so far. This is not strip athletic training.
I mean, naked athletic training room is not always the best.
We're a good 15 years away from that.
Probably.
Before it's acceptable.
Well, I mean, yeah.
So
I mean, yeah. I'm not going to go where I was going to go.
That's it. Never mind.
I probably shouldn't do that.
Keep your job.
Keep your job.
Okay, so that is your top 5 for this week.
Top 5.
What's next? We got 2 left.
Where do you want to go?
You know what? Let's do our friend or foe. We're flying through this episode, Kevin.
Friend or foe. That's because we just want lots of rants and lots of free stuff at the end.
Yeah. Friend or foe this week, Kevin?
Huh? Give me it.
As an athletic trainer, working out on the road.
Me working out?
Yeah.
Me working out?
Yeah.
Or my athletes working out?
I don't care. What do you want to do? I personally thought we were doing us working out on the road.
All right. So
but
us.
We can do.
All right.
We can do.
So, God, you have to work out on the road. You have to. You got to get it in there. If you can't stay disciplined to work out on the road, like it just leads to bad things when you're at home. You're always playing catch up when you're at home. I mean, just get that little run in. Go explore the city. Go, if you're in a hotel, go check out the crappy little weight room that they have in the hotel and use it. Hell, get a little like hotel room workout in, right?
Yeah, like a little body weight.
Yeah, just do a little body weight thing. Challenge you and your coaching staff get together and say, whoever works out the most days in a row, wins a free bottle of whatever or whatever it is. You don't have to, or you get the front seat on the bus on the way home or something.
The loser gets the front seat on the bus?
No, the winner.
Oh, the winner.
I don't know. Is the front seat bad? I personally like the second seat.
Depends on the bus driver, I think.
Oh.
if you got a crappy, over talkative bus driver.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Sometimes it can get a little awkward.
The front seat of our bus always had. I mean, you could put your feet up really easily, no matter how tall you were. So therefore,
yeah,
if you were a tall man, which I'm not, it was a good spot to be in. Now I think being an athletic trainer on the road and just workouts in general, from the standpoint of like our athletes, I was lucky in pro sports. I had my strength and conditioning guy with us all the time. And so I didn't have to organize workouts, but I always went to the workouts in order to get some rehab stuff in as well.
Did you do the same workout?
No.
So you did your own workout?
I did my own workout.
Okay.
So I basically would do my workout while I would be doing like rehab stuff with guys. I would just sneak my stuff in while I would give guys do X, Y, and Z, and we're all in the same little area, like whatever, but we would be going to a gym. We would be going to the local, all-encompassing gym that we could use all the different equipment, everything. What do you got?
Hold for 1 second. Rick just said one of the most incredible things I've ever heard here.
Okay.
Rick said, I want to know Luke or Butch, Rick. Luke or Butch? He said, I once got paid to go to a gym in Florida run by one of the guys in the tag team duo, the Bushwhackers. That's amazing.
Dang.
How much did you get paid? And what kind of workout did they have you do, Rick?
No, he once paid to go to.
Oh, I thought somebody paid you to go.
How much
it was
did
like
you
a
pay?
dare. Yeah,
How much did you pay?
The Bushwhackers.
The Bushwhackers.
Did they lick you? That's what I want to know.
You don't lick Chuck Norris.
I bet you they did. Oh, Luke. What were their did they have last names, or they were just Luke and Butch?
Bushwhacker.
Luke, was that their... Yeah,
Wasn't it Luke right. Bushwhacker?
Luke Skywalker.
No, Bushwhacker.
Okay, so where were you? Sorry.
I don't effing know.
So you were saying friend to the workout. I agree. I've been really bad about it this year because when I've been on the road, I've been trying to catch up on podcast stuff.
Oh. You're saying you have a bad co-host? It doesn't do anything for the podcast?
I'm trying.
I see what you're saying.
What I'm trying to say is I have a list of things I wanted to get done, and I haven't been able to while I'm at home because I have an infant.
Oh.
So I'm trying to get caught up on them while I'm on the road. And so the workouts have suffered.
Wear protection. Pause the podcast.
Oh, shit, you're not wrong.
He's a great kid, though. He's a cute kid.
Oh,
I'll tell you that much.
He's so worth it.
I don't know what happened, but that's a cute kid.
It's not even mine.
Probably not. Probably not.
So I haven't worked out on the road, but traditionally in years past, well, actually one of my favorite things is going with the coaches from city to city. And instead of we would usually just do body weight workouts at the road or at the hotel, but what we would really try to do is we'd go to every city, and the first thing we would do in any city we'd get to is try and find the closest racquetball court and just see if we could talk our way into whatever a 3-day membership is, or, hey, can we just come play racquetball for whatever, whatever city we were. It was like our thing to do, like 4 coaches.
And I was always looking for the closest bar.
Yeah.
It's weird.
But yeah, working out, friend. As far as the team goes, for me, I have a little bit different situation than you did. When I'm traveling with baseball, our team, sometimes the coaches will come to me and be like, hey, can you put our team through a bodyweight workout? Or pitchers get done with a start. They just need some sort of recovery. Can you put them through something? So I'm coming up with workout routines for them.
So
it's just an added duty.
Your strength and conditioning specialist that you work with at school, does he or she send workouts for the guys?
We've had multiple people in that position.
Yeah.
In fact, we're hiring for that right now.
Oh, I'm in. I'll take it. good at that stuff.
In fact, we're doing interviews today for said position.
Oh. If
The
you know anybody.
The guy that we had last season was really, really good about it.
Why?
I'm not going to lie. It's actually my favorite part of the job, though.
Me too.
I love coming up with just stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I know some people look at it as not our role. I am CSCS certified. In addition, so I've got that. But it's actually, even if I wasn't, it'd still be my favorite part of the job is coming up with like body weight workouts, preventative prehab stuff.
Yeah.
If I could get rid of the evaluation and the treatment side and just do it, maybe I should just go into the strength conditioning side. But I kind of like being the first responder too. And so anyways, I know it's probably that it's most people would look at that as a foe, as the extra added thing on the road to worry about. But I like it.
I don't think it's a foe, but I do think it is a bummer that all of a sudden you have to do somebody else's job. And then it's not like you're actually benefiting from that. Your athletes are benefiting from it because they're like, you're actually going to do it, right? And they're going to get a workout. Not that strength conditioning specialists don't focus on this stuff, but I think most of the time when an athletic trainer takes athletes through workouts, it's not going to be just your basic stuff. I mean, I think we're just geared to like make sure that we're actually addressing prehab kind of things, right?
Yeah.
And I loved taking my guys through workouts, which were also their rehab. And I think we've talked about it on the podcast before. Like I preferred to gear my rehabs as, no, this is how you prepare your body in order to go do what you're supposed to do, right? So why don't we just create these habits of this routine with your rehab? And I think a lot of guys and gals like end up getting through that. But like, I loved it when we would go to a freaking gym and I could just get guys to experiment with new things as a rehab.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're like, wow, this is a really good workout.
Yeah.
Like, good.
Yeah. It's my favorite thing is when they get done and you're like, holy cow, what'd you just do?
But it all, again, like it brings up this, we as athletic trainers love our job. We're just this weird like entity of healthcare that we love taking care of athletes. We love like performance. We love getting somebody back from an injury and whatever, that we gladly take on that responsibility, where in other professions they would say, whoa, that's not my job.
I
like
know,
if that's if you're going to add that to my job, you better pay me more. And we don't do that.
Which is a double-edged sword. It gets into the whole advocate thing. I mean,
yeah,
man.
I mean, I think this is where, this happened in professional baseball where athletic trainers were like tier 1 and the strength conditioning staff were tier 2. And you said the strength coaches are tier 2? Like not in the COVID world.
Oh,
like meaning like
right.
in the entire, like the history of like the game. And for a long time, strength conditioning coaches were trying to establish themselves as, no, like we're important. Like we should be involved in all, and this battle is still going on. But athletic trainers said, no, like we can't do our job without them. So every team needs to have a full-time traveling like strength conditioning coach.
Yeah.
And it took until probably, I'm sure, like the late 80s, early 90s or something for that to happen. But that's, again, where, kind of foreshadowing, like PTs need to stop trying to not let us do stuff and be advocates for our profession.
Yep.
As just as much as we need to be advocates for our strength conditioning staff. And if you're Rick Cox, you just get to talk about yourself all the time, which is just fun.
Yeah.
Right?
I have a question and a statement for you.
Yeah, go for it.
When was the last time you played pickleball?
Never.
You've never played pickleball?
Never have played pickleball.
Not even in high school? You didn't have like a 6-week rotation on pickleball?
I don't think so.
Oh, because
pickleball is like the harder, like
wooden pallet, like a paddle.
It's just louder. It's like it's tennis but it's louder.
Yeah.
And it's like a smaller court, right? I've never played pickleball before.
The only reason I'm saying is Bailey.
I've also never played racquetball before.
Bailey said they're a pickleball at Howie's. When I said we were racquetball, they play pickleball. So I was just wondering if you've ever played.
I've never played pickleball. What's the other one? There's another. There's pickleball, and then
shuttlecock.
Ooh, no, that's
a little badminton.
That's badminton. We played badminton in high school.
Squash.
No.
Squash, handball. I mean, squash is legit.
No, absolutely.
I played squash one time. That I thought I was going to pass out.
There's another version of tennis that they made the court smaller, and maybe even they use the same use the same racket, same ball, but they made the court smaller. And it's like as you get a little bit older, it's just like
that's pickleball.
That's pickleball.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I think they call it something else. Okay, so in my population of patients, I have everything from your high school athletes to, I've just recently had like an 82-year-old guy that was still trying to play tennis, and so he wanted to get treatment. But a vast majority of my patients are these like little weekend warrior guys and gals that like still want to play tennis, and then a lot of them play pickleball, and a lot of them play other game, and they're getting hurt like crazy.
Yeah.
Like crazy. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if like with the paddle, like in pickleball, is it heavier? Like, is it more like wear and tear, like on your elbow and like your shoulder or something?
Hiking Pants just showed up and said ping pong.
All right. All right. Listen, Cargo Pants. All right. Not ping pong. Although I have done this gesture a lot in the last like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Quidditch. Are we still on what are we on? Friend or foe?
We're working out on the road. Yeah. Oh. I got into racquetball and we got sidetracked. Weird. Scott's taking his CSCS next week.
Where did this come? Wait. Where did this come from?
Because working out, I like to work out on the road. I told the story how.
No, this isn't where it came from.
Yeah, working out on the road. I said
NCAA tournament with the whole picture, like the picture of the women's and the men's.
Oh no, that we haven't got there yet.
We haven't got there yet.
No, we haven't got there. You asked me if I like working out. Oh, we got a little doggy.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Hi.
Hi. Come on the podcast.
Oh yeah, you want to come on the show?
Here. You're more than welcome to come on.
If you come to Brew Fitness in Milwaukee, you can bring your dog. Dogs are welcome.
That is.
Who is that?
My God.
Who is that?
I think her name is Layla.
Layla?
Layla?
Layla tried to come
Layla.
on. Oh, Layla.
Hi,
yeah, you want to come on the show?
Oh, you're such a
cute
dog.
Cute dog. I wish we could show you.
That dog is no bigger than this cup.
Right?
Holy cow.
We haven't gotten to the NCAA tournament.
We haven't?
Facilities yet. That's to come. No more foreshadowing.
All right.
But we are going to get to.
What do you got?
FMK.
F, marry, kill.
Yes.
For those folks that haven't played this game before.
So what do you got to do after you work out?
Hydrate.
You got to eat. And that's all we talk about on this show is food. So we wanted to FMK tonight. Foods you eat on a bus.
On a bus.
It actually sounds like a Jeopardy category. Foods you eat on the bus for $200, Alex. R.I.P.
Pizza.
Subs,
burritos.
And burritos.
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow. Okay. I'll go first on this one.
All right.
So
you're on more buses than me.
Marry, kill, yeah. Pizza, subs, burritos.
Yep.
So there's two ways of looking at this. It's like, what's the easiest thing to eat on the bus, but like the clean, like also there's a messy factor, and there's after you're done eating with it. Do you say eating with it after you're done eating it? You still have like, you got to dispose of it. You want to sit with your pizza box for the 5-hour trip. Do you want to go slow? You want to kind of space out your food amongst the whole trip, or you want to just eat it as fast as you can while it's warm and then just be done with it? So there's a lot of complexities to eating on the bus.
I need you to answer that last question.
What's that?
Do you space out your food over the bus trip?
No. I mean, snacks.
Snacks.
If I got snacks
are not burritos and pizza.
I know.
Subs.
Okay.
I ain't eating cold pizza like 2 hours later in a bus.
Yeah. So, in fact,
do you like cold pizza?
No.
All right.
I don't.
Wasn't there a sports talk show that was called Cold Pizza?
I don't know.
I think there was a sports talk show called Cold Pizza.
Let's see here.
Anybody know that answer? Tell me that answer.
I'm actually going to kill the pizza. I'm just not. In fact, I'm going to kill Italian in general. I just don't like Italian food as much as.
Whoa. I mean, when did this become a race thing? Or ethnicity thing?
I'm just not big on Italian food and pizza.
Jeez.
Like, pizza to me is like, it's okay, but I can do without it, I think.
God, hot take.
I know it's a little bit of a hot take.
Here we go.
So I'm gonna kill
lasagna.
I'm gonna kill the pizza on the bus.
Right.
You're stuck with the box. That's what she said. It's probably. I mean, I don't know. It takes too long to eat. I don't know. It's a bad situation. Kill pizza on a bus. Between burritos and subs, I think right now, boy, oh boy, I think I'm going to marry the burritos. Oh. It's the neatest package. A nicely wrapped burrito.
When was the last time you went to Chipotle or Qdoba and got a burrito, not a burrito bowl, and it stayed all together and you didn't drop any rice in your lap?
Minimal. But
Really?
The shrapnel on the subs, the lettuce, the bread, if the bread's crunchy, it's just flaking everywhere. I'll give you that so one. Our
bad bread.
Yeah. Right now, COVID has ruined eating on the road. It used to be fun. It used to be great. I used to get so
Golden Corral
fat on the road, and now the meals are all just pre-boxed lunches. Yeah. I mean, I could like over the course of a baseball season, being on the road 7 weeks straight, I knew I was going to put on a good 10 or 12 lbs, and I'd have to work it off, and that's fine. But now
Golden Corral was your number one, right?
It was that we'd actually go into the Chipotle and be able to order what we wanted. Now it just has to be standardized burritos. So we've had burritos. They had to be standard. They actually hold together better than I think a sub does. That might also be a little.
Yeah,
it might be a little hot takey too. You get a little rice. It depends on what kind of eater you are. If you eat like my wife, there's just trash everywhere.
Whoa.
She's a messy. My wife is a messy eater.
Dang.
I'm fairly clean eater.
Yeah. That's all right. My fiance spills everything. So.
Everything.
To the point where I have to like move stuff like
And so I'll F the subs.
She doesn't get mad at me about it anymore though.
I'm actually she doesn't?
No,
she knows it's coming.
God. Early in our relationship, when I would like move something away from like the edge of a table,
call you out on it?
She'd be like, "I'm not gonna spill it." 5 minutes later, poof, like, so finally, like 4 years in, yeah, I'm probably gonna spill it. Relationship talks on Candid Athletic Training.
Our wives don't listen. It's fine. They'll never find out. They'll never know.
Do you think my wife will listen when she is my wife? I doubt it.
No. She'll listen less.
Well,
they only want to pay attention until they're locked up.
Once Howie's is giving us, millions of dollars every year to be
a sponsor, they still won't listen.
Oh, yeah, they probably won't.
They won't listen.
They're gonna be like, how many Howies are there?
Once there's a ring on it, they don't care. They've got what they wanted.
Oh, Beyonce.
So I'm gonna F with the sandwiches, although I'm so tired of the sandwiches. I'm tired of them. And to me, actually, the part that makes the meal is the cookies and the sides, whether it's chips or whatever. But that's just me. What about you?
Oh, it's so hard for me to kill pizza because I love
You're
pizza.
Gonna.
So like, I'm not gonna kill it. I am gonna kill the sub sandwich. And number one, it's same as you. I think there is a messy factor, and then also, Well, I guess I'm alone on the podcast now. I mean, Jesus. Okay, so there's a messy factor to this sub sandwich. I also think I don't like a packed sub full of everything. I'm kind of a meat and cheese and maybe some lettuce guy. I hate mayo. So therefore, if there's mayo on it already, I'm already in a bad mood. I already don't want to eat it. And then you throw on top of it that, like, it's just not a warm, comforting meal after I just worked an entire day. And now I got to spend all this time on a bus. Like, this sucks.
That's actually a good point you make, is that when you're ordering in a bus situation, in a team, you can't customize shit.
No, yeah.
So you just get what you get.
Yep. And so you call Jimmy John's even. Like,
and you can't be ungrateful because it's free food.
Exactly. And I'm just not.
Oh,
I'm a fan of the sandwiches that I really like. What do we got?
My wife just joined. Just joined.
Hey, don't tell
the live stream.
Don't tell anybody.
Erase the last 10 minutes. I just said she never ever listens to the show ever, and she shows up. What the hell is going on here?
Hi,
babe.
Hey, Julie. All of America just heard that you are
a messy effing eater.
Messy eater.
I called you out for shrapnel everywhere. And her ears must have been ringing or something.
God,
I'm almost embarrassed.
And his cheeks are turning red.
I am.
Right now.
I feel slightly good about this. This is actually good podcasting. So thanks, babe.
This is why you do a live podcast. So I'm going to kill the sub. I'm going to F the pizza only because I love pizza so much that I'm willing to, like, be uncomfortable, have the box be in my way. Somebody else brought up that, like, when you have pizza on a bus, like, it's the only one that makes the bus stink, right? You smell it.
Not
right?
to me.
Oh, yeah, not to him. Hey, no, smelling. Somebody taught me something about tricking your freaking senses.
Let's try it.
Yeah, we should try it.
We'll do a YouTube video on it.
I just have to slap you really hard in the face.
Okay.
Julie won't mind.
No, not at all.
So that leaves me to, I'm definitely going to marry the burrito. I was even telling you earlier today on our way here, I'm like, I don't know if I'd marry a burrito because burritos are ultimately messy. I think about whenever I get like a Chipotle burrito or Qdoba, but I would prefer Chipotle, I will like unwrap the foil, right? But I'll unwrap it so that I can make like a little plate out of it.
Oh,
right.
Advanced.
Yeah. And so, but here's my thing. It is annoying, but I think overall that's what I would prefer to eat, even if it was, because I am a pretty plain, when it comes down to that kind of stuff, I want a pepperoni pizza. I don't want anything fancy on my pizza. I just want pepperoni pizza.
Sure.
I want a meat and cheese sandwich, sub sandwich, with possibly lettuce. And if it's a burrito, I do have my favorite burrito, but I would rather have just a meat, beans, rice burrito.
Sure.
And cheese. And I think that's like the standard, right? You just get that, and then maybe you can give guys, salsa or whatever, like on the side. Yep. I have no idea. But I would definitely marry that.
You bring up a good point that pizza, just because you can't customize, it's probably the most straightforward.
Yeah.
So
I just love pizza though.
Let's see what everyone else said here. Cold pizza was a show. Heather.
Yeah, what was
Heather Farrell said, "F burritos, kill pizza, marry subs.
Cold
Pizzas
pizza.
Stink a bus full of sweaty ups."
I need to know.
Nate said, "Kill burritos. Never know when Mexican Tex-Mex food will go straight through you. F subs, marry pizza. Because I love pizzas. I could eat it the rest of my life."
So
Zach says cold pizza is better than warm pizza. He's crazy, buddy.
What? Dude, Zach.
Rick.
Zach, no. Zach, no. No.
Chuck Norris says F subs, marry burritos, kill pizza just for the ease of eating, but pizza would be my favorite of those three.
Yeah. I love
Hannah's
pizza.
making recommendations on places to eat in Lake Charles. Scott says Mary pizza, carbs and salt for athletes post game. F subs, quality, healthy meal. Kill burritos. That bus is going to smell after like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Emily Miller says, Mary subs, more variety and still easy. F pizza, kill burritos. Tim, kill burritos. F pizza, Mary subs.
What? Get out of here, Tim. Oh, there's motion at my front door.
Oh, the ring is going off.
And my fiance just got her first stripe in jiu-jitsu.
Oh, Julie's been out for a while. Relationships, am I right? Huh? Oh, okay.
Carry it.
Oh. What's that? Well, we've got to go to our feature topic tonight so we can rant a little bit. But I need to hit this button at the same time you hit your button way over there. So I'm going to oh, you're running. You're in a gym. That's allowed. And all right, here we go. Last week we talked a little bit about the fiasco down in Arkansas. This PTAT battle. We're gonna continue that talk a little bit, and we're gonna add in a little bit of the latest social media shenanigans when it comes to sports and athletic training that happened this week in the NCAA tournament. So
there's zero chance I could do that without a beer.
Yeah, you need to get fired up here.
Yeah.
So
here we go.
So you want to take this? You want to start? Why don't you go? This is where your time to shine, the rants. So talk about Arkansas. Continued. Right? The practice.
Well, okay, so we got an email, and I'm gonna call you out. I hope you don't mind. Maddie Kissinger, I think. Mandy Kissinger. I think so. Mandy wanted us to continue the conversation of how Arkansas has been a difficult state to be an athletic trainer in to advance the profession, because there's this very strong board of PTs that are not allowing certain acts to change, so that what we can do as athletic trainers is allowed in their practice acts. Now, we also got a little update from
our friend Will George. Yeah, he
about how there's a really, I mean, this has been a pattern in Arkansas. And Will, thank you for honestly like reaching out to us and like giving us a little more information, because
yeah, you want me to read this?
Sure, go for it.
He said I'm just gonna kind of paraphrase a couple texts here from him. If it's the same, because he wasn't up to speed on the latest social media happenings, but he said if it's the same guy as from a few years ago, it's a House of Republican member who owns a PT clinic and lost his athletic training contracts with local high schools when the school hired them outright. It's 100% because he was losing money.
And a House of Representative, not a Republican. Let's not make this political.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. Just said House of Reps, and that's where I went. He sent an article, Arkansas HB 1040. Yeah.
So basically,
there's one more text. Sorry. It says the only thing you can find out about the current situation without digging is that there's a push to have athletic trainers be supervised by physicians instead of PTs, which is how it should be. That. And he missed kind of what the shitstorm on Twitter was. And I think I think that's what the point was, is the PT went on to block the whole thing.
So what Will is alluding to is that the PTs don't want to lose power over athletic trainers, so therefore PTs can't hire athletic trainers to do work for them.
Yeah.
Right? And so I think that is a really powerful message to think about, in that why have we created a healthcare system where PTs can then have some sort of power or ownership over an athletic trainer's career, when we bring in this idea of athletic trainers are, say, third tier from physician, PT, athletic trainer, and people talk about, case in point, in the NCAA, there was an incident during the tournament. Somebody said, well, that person doesn't have doctor in front of their name. Well, first off, how the F don't you know? Because you know what? I know plenty of doctors that are athletic trainers, and you better believe they are called doctor whatever as an athletic trainer.
So let's just recap that real quick for those of you who have been busy working or just haven't seen it, or maybe you're not on social media. So in the first or it must have been Saturday night of the NCAA basketball tournament, there was a game. They had to stop. An athlete had blood on a jersey. Somebody was doing wound care, and they caught it on video. The athletic trainer was wiping the jersey up, obviously, which is part of the responsibility, the duties. And then at the very end, you see them wipe the arm of the athlete. And you don't see at the very beginning of the clip if they had been wiping up the arm, then went to the jersey and then went back to the arm or what. The announcers, and I don't know if I should use the names or not, whatever.
You want me to use the name?
Well, I know the one was Kevin Harlan.
Yeah.
And I forgot the other one's name, Don something or other.
He came on and apologized, right?
Yeah. So they basically said, I think I would have wiped the arm first and then the jersey, not the other way around. And then Kevin Harlan responded saying, well, you don't see doctor in front of the name, so you just leave it to them.
Okay. And then so
AT Twitter went off right away on him. And then he actually formally apologized and said it kind of got misconstrued. He was saying like a doctor, you should leave the benefit of the doubt to the athletic trainer. And I think he kind of didn't really necessarily say it eloquently. I don't think his intent was to say that athletic trainers are not doctor. I mean, some are, some aren't. Like you just said, plenty of athletic trainers do have a doctorate. So he issued a formal apology. Some people didn't buy it. Some people did. Yesterday when I was on the bus, I was watching the tournament live, and he went over the top, giving thanks to athletic trainers for dealing with COVID and things. And he did recognize National Athletic Training Month. I think he really genuinely knew he stirred something up the day before and he wanted to make amends. So I don't think there was intent. That doesn't necessarily make it right or great.
No, and I have no intention of because the fact that he came out and said he apologized and he learned his lesson, 100%, what doesn't exist in athletic training, I hope, is cancel culture, right? F that shit, because we all make mistakes. Kevin Harlan made a mistake. He owned up to it, and he said, you know what? The only thing I don't like is that he didn't own up to the fact that it's very easy for our whole culture, everybody, to just assume that a doctor needs to be the one that's handling anything that has something to do with the body. When was the last time you saw a doctor clean up a wound? Nobody has seen that. In fact, what makes my blood boil a little bit is I have very great contacts as doctors that I trust wholeheartedly to tell me this is what's going on with somebody. But what they return in the favor is that they plain and simple say to their patient, I'm not the one to help you through this. Kevin's the one to help you through this. So I want you to go see Kevin. I think most of our team docs across athletic training would never say, who's the better person to handle the player bleeding on the court? Me as a doctor or the athletic trainer? Most of them are going to say the athletic trainer. I really, really, truly believe that. So I don't want to bag on doctors, but I do want to bag on the idea that we very easily can dismiss the importance of what we do as athletic trainers amongst everybody else that don't understand what we do, even the ones that see us do our job all the time and just say, well, they don't have doctor in front of their name, so maybe they don't know what they're doing. Now, I already said it. A lot of athletic trainers have doctor in front of their name. But what makes me just absolutely livid is that we won't accept somebody begging or like actually saying, well, doctors don't fucking do anything. Well, they don't really know what the hell they're doing. Well, a doctor actually misdiagnosed this knee problem, and you know who knew what they were doing? The goddamn athletic trainer that is the lowest person on the totem pole, and nobody actually just keeps saying, hey, athletic trainers are really know what the F they're doing. Kevin Harlan, if you want to make up for this mistake, dive into athletic training, get to know some athletic trainers a little more. And you know what? The next time somebody gets hurt on the court, don't just go out of your way and say, you know what? I feel really comfortable because that player is in the best hands capable. They are in the hands of their athletic trainer right now. And that will progress the profession. Instead of like coming around the next day and say, oh, athletic trainers are actually great. No, make it a habit to understand that athletic trainers are very valuable in this sports world that is giving you a goddamn career. We are part of it.
Yeah. In the comments on the live stream, the comments on the live stream are kind of going in both the directions. Some people are saying he just kind of butchered an apology on behalf, like he was trying to correct what the bigger problem was not Kevin Harlan, like I don't know who the play-by-play guy or the color guy was. He's the one that said the original statement. And Kevin was trying to cover up what he was saying and trying to smooth it over. And he kind of just made it worse by fumbling through some of the words. I was trying to find the clip here. I can't find it on Twitter. Sure. I was going to play it, but I agree.
That's
again,
why we need a producer.
We said this. Yeah, that's why we need Rick Cox. I said this last week, and I'm going to say it again. The biggest problem is the education side of it. It's that people don't know what we do yet. It's 100% the problem. We need to educate the world on what we're qualified doing. And I think, to me, we've got this situation with Arkansas. We've got this situation that happened this weekend. To me, the most frustrating part is why do the athletic trainers themselves have to hear about this and then kind of raise hell to get a reaction? Where's the support from
athletes?
No, from
administration,
the organization. Where is the NATA in this?
Saying,
look, we got to do a better job.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. Where is the NATA in all this? Like, they're just like trying to pretend like it'll just go away.
I mean, we have said it before, right? Like, I'll gladly pay my dues if that's where the effort's going, right?
So
I swear to God, if I pay NATA dues again and we need to figure out whether or not we should be called athletic trainers or not athletic trainers, like, I will absolutely never pay my dues again. Hot take. But if it was all about like getting these situations that let's use a social media presence, or let's grab like athletic trainers that are working with athletes that have millions of followers and say, hey, you know what? Can you post something about how important an athletic trainer is to you?
Yeah.
Because that would be wonderful.
Yeah.
I'll pay for that. You know what? I mean, our good friend Aaron Rodgers would do it for free. Yeah. But I would gladly give Aaron Rodgers a little bit of like, hey, like kickback. Can you just, post some couple things like, just like you would if Howie's Tape wanted to get you to wear one of their hats on your interview or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that would be a valuable asset to our profession. Because what bothers me the most is like in my career, I don't have this hierarchy anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I am me. I am my own business. And there is not, I just get to do what I want to do, and I get to be my own small business as an athletic trainer. I miss a lot of the stuff that I used to experience as a team athletic trainer.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the fact that I don't have to deal with this stuff.
Yeah.
At all. In fact, I'm going forward in my career being very successful with what's happening in my athletic training career. I am still an athletic trainer, and nobody's telling me I'm not qualified to operate an entire system of like a rehab clinic or something, right? And I think that's great. And I think we need to like own that. And I think we need to like run with it.
So a lot of people are pointing back to a comment that Ed made on the live stream here, and I want to read it. And Ed said he thought that the situation showed the general insecurity we have in ourselves as a profession.
Oh, yeah.
Which is kind of true.
Well, that goes back to us working out on the road, right? And taking on more responsibilities than we should. And our insecurities are that, what if I don't do this? What if I don't take over that? And then I'm being a bad athletic trainer, and I mean, I just have to do it. I have to do it for my athletes. And then we all think to ourselves, are we worthy of being in the limelight, of like actually being like important on a team?
Yeah. I came up with a couple analogies. I was like thinking about our profession a little bit. Like, we're like the handyman, right? We do a little of this, a little of that, nobody shits on a handyman. You know, like,
hope not.
I mean, you may call a plumber to fix it. You may call an electrician, or you may just call the handyman who can do all of it. Like, we're kind of in that role where maybe we're not specialists in any one thing. That doesn't mean we can't be good at a lot of different things, and people just don't know. Maybe that's just why we feel unappreciated, because we are in that handyman role, or we're that Swiss Army knife. Like, oh, hey, let me have a Swiss Army knife. I can do a bunch of things. I don't know. It's just like, it's this constant seeking approval. I guess like, is it insecurity? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just we want to promote the profession and we just don't know how to do it. Ed just said, jack of all trades, master of none. Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's just, is it insecurity? Is it just wanting to be recognized? I don't know.
Yes is the answer.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I would agree with the insecurities of, are we really worth, like, I think any person that works as hard as athletic trainers do and is not just generously compensated has to have in their head like this little tiny insecurity of like, I don't know, do I deserve more? I want to say yes. I want to say yes. I want to say yes. But do I? Like, oh, maybe I should have gotten that higher degree, or, oh, you know what? I should have just been a PT, but then like also been an AT, and then I should have just always practiced as an AT, and then I could have gotten paid more and blah, blah, blah. But like, but this is what I would say. F that shit, because this is why this podcast exists, right? Yeah. I think because we're not having as many of these conversations in our big platform, like, areas of athletic training. We're not trying to push the edges of like how valuable we are. All we try to do is like create evidence of how valuable we are.
Oh.
Instead of just kind of like always being like, no, F you, we're fucking valuable. Like,
yeah.
And I will bring back a very popular word, I think, from last week, is ass clown. Like, don't tell me I can't do that, or that I'm not qualified to do that, because I am.
Ben was asking for the ass clown. He said that was the best part of last week, so he wants more of it. So one, I agree with you. It is like this, you can only be offended if you have a little bit of doubt. Like,
oh, sure. Yeah.
If it shouldn't bother you if you are comfortable with what you're doing. And that kind of goes back to sacrifices, like knowing what you want and don't want out of the job a little bit. Like, you know what? If other people want to crap on what I do, I don't care because I'm super happy doing what I do. Kind of philosophy.
Well, and that's
going to open up another whole conversation.
Well, no, I mean, I think there's this weird aspect of our profession that there's a lot of satisfaction in what we do. And so we don't fight to get paid more. We don't fight to like get more recognition because we have satisfaction. It's this age old, like, you know, money doesn't like make you happy, but it sure fucking can help.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's a weird aspect to the athletic training profession that we get so much reward from our little like relationships with our athletes, our relationships with our coaches, or even our administration, or whatever it is, our patients, that we don't seek for more. And then when we do seek for more, we look like the little whiny, you know, third kid that, like, you know, isn't getting enough food at dinner or something. But at the same time, I think the profession is so powerful, and I think there's enough of us now that have a good voice and can articulate it, that we need to expand that. And we need to be having more conversations about F you, you're an ass clown. Like, we really do. We've talked about this numerous times, and I wish there was another Candid Athletic Training podcast. I really do. I wish there was more people like wanting to not be insecure about how great this profession is, wanting to like take this different route. Maybe don't talk about, you know, fat brackets and stuff like that, but maybe take the route of always going on rants and being like calling people out for their bullshit and why we should be better better compensated or whatever it is, instead of just always trying to prove ourselves. We've proved ourselves. We prove ourselves every goddamn day in that athletic training room.
Well, I think as we continue, we don't need a different show. We need more of this show because I think we will do it. And I think as we have talked off air, like when we talk about what we want to do with this platform, because we do have a unique platform here with our hardcore followers and our listeners every week. And as we get more sponsors and more members, we're going to be able to do more. And we kind of are like getting into phase 3. It's almost like the Marvel. We're entering phase 3 with what we want to do with it. We want to advocate more for the athletic trainers. We're in the end. Good call, Dr. Strange. We want to do more for athletic trainers and promote the profession more. That's what I want to do. Mm-hmm. So we are working hard behind the scenes to try and bring you more rewards and quality thing. I mean, we're just maybe a second show where we talk strictly. Maybe we don't do the FMKs and the fats. We just talk about the actual issues that the rants like people want, and maybe we knock on as many people we need to knock on doors and athletes and, you know, announcers and whatever. And we start reaching out to people and be like, hey, this is what we do.
Give us your quick definition of what athletic training is.
One other point I wanted to make before we wrap this thing up
and get to our winner.
Going back to kind of Arkansas. I mean, how old are some of these practice acts? I'd like to know. I'd like to go state by state and see how old. Like, we're just trying to become current. Yeah. Some are 30 years old, probably 40 years old. Like, we're just trying to it's 2021. What's wrong with catching up?
I don't even know how old Wisconsin is.
I know. And maybe somebody can work on that for us, or maybe we'll put out something on social media if we can figure out when the last time each state updated their practice act, and let's just see who's most out of date and who's most current, and just see if there's something there.
Yeah.
So it would just be interesting to see.
Yeah.
So, lastly, do you want to say anything about the weight room situation in the tournament here?
Yeah, I got tons to say about that.
Go ahead.
All right. So first off, I want to know if it's real. I'm not saying that there's not a disparity in how men's NCAA basketball is viewed and compensated and like treated versus women's, but I really want to know, was the picture real that like the men's side had this, 14 platforms and 24 squat racks and every exercise equipment that you could ever possibly need, and then of all 64 teams that were in, or 68 teams, I guess, of the women's side in this bubble had a like fold up table and one little tree of like
dumbbells up to 25,
2 pound to 25 pound dumbbells. I just have a hard time believing that like of all the 68 teams that they were all in the same hotel and that they all had to use this one spot.
I think I'm not sure, but it might have been just one team's situation.
Right?
I'm not 100% sure.
I understand. And now I just want to make this fair. Like, I can't imagine it's just one team on the men's side that had 24 platforms and 17 squat racks and every axe. Like, I just want to make apples and apples and not apples and oranges. But that being said, I think it's goddamn hilarious in 2021 that we're...
And by hilarious, you mean awful.
Yes.
Okay.
Like,
just clarifying.
Like, from the standpoint of, like, even if you're a horrible human being and you think
which
that,
I am.
like men are just so superior to women, and who cares? Women don't even lift weights, blah, 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 blah. Not an ounce of your brain said, oh my God, there could be a picture taken of this and go on social media. It's 2021. You better protect your ass. Like, you better make sure that you are not doing something stupid right now, because you will get canceled. Now, the fact that there was at least some evidence of this going on, like, what are we doing? Like, I don't, and I think, do you know where the women's tournament was? I know the guys' tournament is all in Indianapolis and kind of like that area. A lot of time, I
think they're both in Indianapolis, aren't they?
Are they both? Well, I don't know. I mean,
I've been on the road so much I haven't.
No, that's really fine. I haven't paid attention to either of them.
Our women's basketball team made the WNIT, so I don't know where the actual NCAA tournament is.
I'm not gonna lie. The only reason I know that the men's NCAA tournament is all in Indy area is because of another podcast that I listen to, and they talk about it. Yeah. That's the only reason.
San Antonio.
And I was gonna guess San Antonio because it's been there in the past, and I know they have the right facilities. So if they're in a hotel, they're not. Granted, I don't know. If you're in a Motel 6, there's not going to be a weight room. But if you're in, like, God, I mean, even a Holiday Inn, like, extended stay, there is a, like, workout facility inside that place, and it's better than what that picture was shown. I do not want to encourage the idea that an extreme picture could be the actual truth. I really don't. But at the same time, if there's any, like, why wouldn't there just be an area that everybody could work out in?
They're saying on the live stream here, it wasn't just the weight room situation. It was the food that was being offered, and also like the welcoming gifts that each player got, and the, like, whatever, everything was subpar.
Is that on the schools?
No, that's on the NCAA.
That's on the NCAA.
So, like, when I
and I'm not trying to, like, belittle anything. I want to know more facts.
Yeah.
Like, that's all. That's all I want to know. I mean, I think, I don't know. It's just,
well, the sad truth is the NCAA, I'm going to just be candid here. The NCAA, I'm guessing, just cares about basketball and football. That's where they're going to make most of their money. Even though it's more on basketball, I actually think it's not necessarily with the football. That's the truth.
I mean, I 100%. Like,
school budgets are that way.
The NCAA makes way more money on the men's tournament than they do the women's.
It's not right. Sure. It's just not right.
And I'm not saying that, like, because here's the thing. There is zero chance that it costs the NCAA that much money to set up a good facility for the men to work out in versus the women. Like, it doesn't cost that much money. Like, you already have the hotel. Just use the hotel. Like, it's stupid. And not only that, NCAA, you're a bunch of crooks. You're stealing from student athletes. You're stealing from organizations that, like, you're making way too much money off of athletes that are extremely good at what they do. And there's people across the country that want to watch this stuff, and you are benefiting from it and not anybody else. So just give back a little bit. Just give back a little bit. Just give back a little bit. We all know everybody hurt and they all lost a lot of money this past year. Who cares? Everybody did across the board. What are you going to do?
Oh, we're going to have to do a podcast, not about athletic training, just sports, like our sports takes or something.
Yeah.
Call it Candid Sports.
Candid Spots.
Oh God. You know what? We could go on probably forever. We'll have to save some of this for next week. So let's, why don't you hit the music and we'll announce our winner here. So thank you to everyone checking out the show. Thank you to everyone who posted on social media and tagged and followed the guidelines. We do have a winner from our Howie's giveaway, which includes from Kevin and myself, a free Candid membership. So you can join the live stream every week. And we're going to let you pick out some of our gear from our shop. Mm-hmm. And then on the Howie's end, they're going to give away some gear. I think a hat, a shirt, and then a bunch of tape.
This hat? Is it this hat?
I don't know.
Do I have to give this hat?
No, you can keep that hat.
Can I keep this hat? Okay.
So
I like this hat.
Drum roll. And I'm sorry, there was only one winner, and it was there's gonna be a lot of people who are salty. Oh. AF, I think they say salty AF.
I don't know what that means. Mold.
Yeah. So unfortunately, well, I'm just gonna know. Screw it. Fortunately, we have a winner.
Yeah, we do.
She's an athletic trainer at Lincoln Memorial University, and her name is Hannah Grace Davis.
Hannah Grace Davis.
Hannah Grace Davis from Lincoln Memorial University. You have won the Howie's giveaway, and you are now eligible to become a Candid live stream member. So thank you to Howie's for taking care of that.
You got live Candid coming to you for the next year.
So next week, we are wrapping up National Athletic Training Month.
Yes.
It's also the end of the 2021 Fat Bracket. We will crown a champion.
We will. Who will it be?
Yeah. So what
will it be
else? Thank you, Bailey. I didn't know Bailey was still around. So Bailey just went woohoo. So Bailey, you just pissed off a lot of people, but you made one person super, super, super happy.
You made Hannah.
But
not cargo
pants. As we mentioned earlier, Howie's does a giveaway every week, people.
Every week.
So just follow them on social media and you can win next week. It's super easy.
Unbelievable. So unbelievable that they have that bad of a business model that they give away stuff all the time.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Oh my God.
So
next week is the last free live Candid Athletic Training podcast, right? After that, if you don't have a membership, if you don't pay, you ain't getting us live.
You want to be on. This is so much fun.
This is so much fun. So. You also want to go on to candidathletictraining.com. Not only get your membership, but you also want to get like sweatshirts and stuff, right? You want to get T-shirts and stuff, right? You also want to post on that forum after you become a member, and you let us know what you want us to talk about. Whatever you want me to go on a rant about, I will go on a rant about for you. I promise. Not only that, but please check us out on @Candid_ATC. And then, you know what, if you have any other things, thoughts, concerns, you want us to, you know, I don't know, wear different colors on the podcast, you can email us at candidathletictraining@gmail.com. Anything else?
Yeah, thank you to Howie's. Thank you to Healthy Roster.
Oh, healthyroster.com.
Thank you to Brew Fitness MKE.
Appreciate it all.
See you guys all next week.
Bye.